So this one goes...
Nope, this one goes there. That one goes across the top here.
What are you doing?
The toy shop.
The toy shop. So that is this one. Okay, and I'm going to do the building. That's this one. Which one's Daddy doing?
Turn it back around. That one, the gabled house, I think it is.
The gabled house. Hey y'all, hope you had a good Christmas. It is after Christmas, but I'm continuing on with the 12 days of death piles. I saw something on TikTok the other day that said that the actual 12 days of Christmas were actually from like December 25th till January 6th or something like that. Anyway, I'll put the clip of it in here for a second.
And then everyone would get a mandatory 12-day holiday between the 25th and the 6th of January, which is the traditional 12 days of Christmas. And all of the stuff that we associate with Christmas would happen then.
So anyway, what he's saying is like, we're actually just now entering the 12 days of Christmas, the original 12 days. So I'm going to continue on with the death piles. I mean, who am I kidding anyway? I'm going to continue on with the death piles even after these 12 days are over because I have so much stuff. But I'm going to continue on with the videos because this is the original 12 days of Christmas. And I have a confession to make. I like to use things that keep me organized, so I like to use List Perfectly and I like to use Vendoo, things like that. I've tried both of them. I'm not going to talk about that on this video, but I do want to talk about a decision that I've made and I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work out. I'm going to say we're going to try this for the first quarter of 2023 and see how it goes. May change my mind, not sure yet. I'm currently using Vendoo. I have used List Perfectly. I honestly just can't make up my mind which one I like better, but at the moment I'm using Vendoo. I'm going to continue using Vendoo until January the 5th because that's when my month that I've already paid for runs out. But I've been testing out how it feels to just list straight to Poshmark and straight to eBay separately and see if it actually takes me more time to do that or if it's just as easy to do it that way as using a cross-listing platform. Not knocking either one of them. I'm not knocking you if you like to use the cross-listing platforms, but I'm feeling pretty cheap this year and I don't want to use those until I'm turning a bigger profit than I am now. I don't want to say it's a waste of money, but I feel like it doesn't take me much more time to do it that way as opposed to doing it the other way with the cross-listing platform. It might take me a few more minutes, but that's going to save me money. That leads me to the second point. I'm not going to list on Mercari anymore. I do make sales on Mercari. I think this year I've sold like $3,000 worth on Mercari in gross sales, but it just doesn't feel like I sell a ton on there. And if I'm not going to use a cross-listing program, I'd rather just list to Poshmark and eBay. They're my biggest sellers, and that way it cuts out on the amount of time it takes me to list. What Daily Refinement says, you know, that's more time that you could be using to list more items to your eBay store or your Poshmark Closet, your one platform. And I can't let go of eBay or Poshmark because they are both good to me. But Mercari's not that great to me, so I'm going to let it go. I still will list a few things on Mercari. Some small things like phone cases and video games, they do well on Mercari always for me. Clothing definitely doesn't do as well on Mercari as Poshmark and eBay, so I'm going to stick with those two. I'm just going to go like January, February, March without listing on Mercari and without using a cross-listing platform, and hopefully that way I can tell if the cross-listing platform was worth it. I also use the free spreadsheet that Ginger Marvin has available, so I feel like the analytics part is something I did like about the cross-listing platforms, but that's built into the spreadsheet, so I don't really need that either. So just trying to save some money, and maybe later whenever my business is doing a lot better and I feel like that would help me, then I'll use it. If I feel like I haven't needed it, then I'll just save the money. Tonight we're going to play What's in My Death Pile Tops Edition. LL Bean, size large. Southern Tide, size large. Southern shirt. Southern Marsh t-shirt. Yeti t-shirt, Patagonia t-shirt, Carhartt t-shirt, Under Armour Heat Gear, Florida State polo, Arc'teryx t-shirt, J. Crew factory. The dots under the J. Crew part means that it's J. Crew factory. So here we go. Time to list. I always say time to list when I really mean time to photograph. Alright, I'm going to update y'all in just a minute. I had to do some different things. I actually came up with 4 items that had a spot or stain or hole or something that I couldn't use. So I pulled 4 more items. So I did get my 10 photographed. Here are all 10 things I ended up photographing tonight to list in the morning. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are from the ones I showed you at the beginning of the video. Number 7 is an Anthropology Plus sweater. Number 8 is a gray Patagonia turtleneck. Number 9 is a Zara Man short sleeve shirt. And number 10 is a Harry Potter Gryffindor pullover hoodie in an adult small. So those are the 10 things that came out of my death pile and are going on to eBay and Poshmark in the morning. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.